Okay, let me get these books. Okay, there's a lot. Welcome to my book haul. Let me put these down. Oh, I knew that was gonna, okay. Whatever. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to today's video. Welcome to today's book haul. I think I'm gonna have to join Destiny in her book buying ban after all of these books. Like, I do not need to bookshop for the foreseeable future. I don't want to bookshop anymore. I think I have way too much on my TBR, physical TBR now, that I'm good for a little bit. Honestly, a lot of these were because of booktubers, BookTok, Instagram, like all of the people across the book influencer world that have influenced me to buy these books, and that's majority of the ones here I have been influenced by, but there's some that I wanted to get, and it's just I've accumulated a lot. I'm going to show you guys all the books that I've got. These are going to be on my near soon TBR that I'll be reading. I'm just excited to get to. And I think I might start this little video thing where I try to get through my physical TBR. Maybe just like a few reading vlogs of me picking up books that are on my TBR, mood reading them, and we can do it together. So like reading vlogs for like majority of these books is what I'm trying to say. So before we get into the book haul, I actually have a jewelry haul to show you guys because I've been getting a lot of questions on my jewelry a lot more recently, and I wanted to tell you guys about it because I am obsessed with my jewelry, and I love telling you guys where it's from because it's from my favorite brand ever, which is Ana Luisa. So if you haven't heard about Ana Luisa before, their jewelry just basically elevates your everyday. They offer long-lasting, tarnish-resistant jewelry essentials you can feel good about wearing. They're affordable, starting at just $39. They offer free and fast US shipping and returns and affordable worldwide shipping. All of their products are backed by a 2-year warranty. And one of the best parts is their jewelry is crafted with the planet in mind. So the brand is carbon neutral and climate neutral certified, so it's offsetting 100% of their carbon footprint. I got new jewelry to add to my collection, but I have on the jewelry that I've been wearing every day for months and months now, so I'm going to show you what they are. It'll be all linked in the description. I do have a discount code you guys can use, which is SarahCurly20. You can get 20% off, so all of the information will be in the description. Literally my favorite thing ever. I'm just like obsessed with this jewelry right now and just stacking necklaces. I think it's so cute. So first, it all comes in this little packaging, which is my favorite thing ever. When I travel, when I go places and I take jewelry with me, I absolutely hate when it gets all tangled, especially necklaces and anything like that. So it comes in these little packages, which are perfect to just put your jewelry back in. So I always keep the packaging that these come in. So this is what the packaging looks like. You open it up, it's kind of like these little magnet clasps, and then you put them right in. It comes in this packaging and you can reuse it as much as you want. One thing I love, like absolutely love about Ana Luisa's jewelry, because for me, being who I am, being a lazy person, I don't like taking jewelry off and putting jewelry back on. Like, I'm one to just keep my necklaces on and go about my day to day. When I'm showering, when I'm going in the water, when I'm literally doing anything that could potentially ruin jewelry, this has never been tarnished. It's never been ruined in any way, shape, or form, which is my favorite part. Keeps it looking like it's brand new. So this is what all my necklaces look like together. Oh my god, I'm obsessed with them. So I have this little lock necklace. It's gold. It's on a little chain, and what I like about this one is how it doesn't like move around, so the lock is kind of set in place. And then on top of that, I have this pearl one from Ana Luisa as well. This one's my favorite. I love anything pearls. And then I have a C, which is actually for Chris. And then another new one that I got is this one. It's just plain gold, which I think is perfect for stacking necklaces on top of each other because it kind of just gives another layer to it, so it's not like too much design going on. You just have another gold necklace. Okay, I'm down here to show you my earrings as well. These are my favorite everyday earrings. I have 2 in my holes, both from Ana Luisa, and they are just like the perfect everyday gold hoop. They go with everything. They make everything feel elevated, and this is what they look like. So this one's more of like a chunky hoop. It's thicker, and then the back one is just a thinner hoop cuff, I guess you could. But when they're next to each other, I just think they look really cute together. So this is what I wear on both sides on my ears. And another thing about Ana Luisa is they have so many options on their website for whatever you like in your jewelry, whatever metals it is, whatever designs you're looking for. Like, they definitely have something for you and what you like to wear, which I love so much. My favorite jewelry company ever. If you're ever wondering where any of my jewelry is from, like, it's from Ana Luisa, and I love these stacked necklaces. I think it is so cute. So again, if you want to use my code, it's in the description. It's SarahCurly20, 20% off. All the links to the jewelry I'm wearing will also be in the description. So if you're wondering what I wear, it'll be down there. Enough about the jewelry haul. Let's get into the book haul, which I know you guys are probably waiting for. There's 22 books that I have here. First book I got is A River Enchanted by Rebecca Ross. Now, this is the same author as Divine Rivals, which is one of my recent 5-star reads, so I really want to read another book by her. I absolutely loved her writing. It was very, like, I don't want to say lyrical, but it was very, like, beautiful writing, so I'm very excited to read another one of hers. I don't know what this is about. but I loved her writing, so I got it. I think it's about these two people. They're solving a mystery, and it says it starts with a letter and an ominous journey across dark waters. Assuming there's a romance in here. I don't know, but I'm really excited to get to this because I loved her writing. The next book I got, I actually already read, which is Done and Dusted by Lila Sage, and I actually read this on my Kindle. It's Kindle Unlimited, but I wanted the paperback version of it, the real physical copy, because I absolutely love the cover of this. I think this is just so cute. I love the graphic on it, and I'm so excited when the next ones come out for them all to like match up and look cute together. And I just wanted this on my shelf. I thought it was cute. I really enjoyed the story. I remember giving it 4 stars, and it's a little small town cowboy brother's best friend romance, and it's also pretty short, which I loved so much. Like, it just got to the point, short, sweet, spicy, cute. I loved it. Love me a cowboy romance. So I wanted the physical copy of this, and she's perfect. Then I got A Dream So Wicked by Tassandra Odette. Look at this cover. Oh, she is perfect. So this is part of the Entangled with Fae series. I have 3 books that are in this series. They're all princess retellings, and this is her newest release. This is a Sleeping Beauty retelling. I don't have the first one in the series, which I want to get and read. I kind of went into it starting with the second book and reading the ones after that. I never read the first one, so I definitely want to read the first one. I want to get to this. I love her writing. It's YA romance, princess retelling with fae. It's really easy to understand. It's like a magical fairy tale world, and Sleeping Beauty is one of my favorite princesses, so I'm excited to read the story. Again, the covers, all of them together too, are just beautiful. Like, I'm obsessed. Okay, next book I got is A Local Woman Missing by Mary Kubica. Is that how you say that? I'm not sure. I actually thought I had this book for the longest time, but I think I have another mystery thriller because this is that genre with a similar cover, so I thought that I already had this book, but turns out I don't. For the longest time I thought I had it, and I saw it everywhere, but the covers are just similar to another book that I have. But I've heard that this is some people's like favorite thriller mystery ever, so I'm excited to get to this. Sometimes I'm in a mystery thriller mood, so I want to get to this soon. I just heard great things, and I see it every time I go to Target, but in my head I already had this book. Turns out I didn't, so I ended up ordering it. I am very excited to read this. This one's about Shelby goes missing, then Meredith and her 6-year-old daughter vanish. 11 years later, the daughter returns, and everyone wants to know what happened to her, but no one's prepared what they'll find. This sounds interesting. I'm excited. And then I got this book called Summertime by Willow Astor. Honestly, I just loved this cover, and I'm pretty sure it's like a romance in Hollywood. Oh, her father is Hollywood's most sought-after director, and he puts her to work on set as an aspiring screenwriter. She's spent as an errand girl, fulfilling every whim of Hollywood's it actor. Oh, this is fun. I'm excited about this one. This one seems like a perfect summer read. It's giving. I like the summer. I think this will be perfect to binge on the beach, so cover's also so cute. Then I got another mystery slash thriller. This one is by the same author as The Last Word, which I just recently read last month, and I really enjoyed his writing, so I got this one, No Exit by Taylor Adams, and I'm excited to read this one because that one kept me on the edge of my seat. It had me like going with the adrenaline. Why can't I speak? The adrenaline and stuff, so I'm excited to read his writing again. You know when you just find those mystery thriller authors that do it for you? It's like you want to read all of their books, so I don't know what it's about. Again, I sometimes just buy these books because I'm influenced and I don't read the summaries. I also sometimes just go into books without reading summaries, so yo. Okay, this is about a girl going home, but she's stuck in a blizzard at a rest stop in the middle of like a highway with no cell reception. And in the back of a van parked next to her car is a little girl locked in an animal crate. So that's terrifying. Then I got The American Roommate Experiment by Elena Armas, and I actually think this is a companion novel to The Spanish Love Deception. I didn't love that book, but I did read it a few years ago, so I'm not really sure my taste on her writing still or anything. So I've seen high reviews of this book and I really want to read it. I want to give her books and her writing another chance because I feel like I would enjoy. It feels like a little rom-com-y, romancy book. I think. There's also a dog on the back, so that's always good. Rosie stays with Lucas because Lucas offers her to stay with him at least until she can find some affordable temporary housing. I guess they're, again, roommates. I don't know, but I'm excited about this one. Sometimes you just need a little romance like that. Then here comes some influential books that I have gotten. First, Red Rising by Pierce Brown because of Bestie Haley. This is like one of her newfound favorite books, and I was so intrigued by it. So this is gonna be my first sci-fi type of book. I'm intimidated, but I'm excited because if Bestie Haley likes it, I'm gonna read it. I don't know exactly what it's about. I don't think I really want to go into it knowing. I kind of want to go into it blind, which may be not a good idea because it's sci-fi, but it's also a trilogy. So yeah, I want to get to this soon just because I want to see if I like sci-fi, if I like this writing, if I like these types of books, because that'll open a whole new world for me. So these next two were influenced by Bestie Larry. So this is The Naturals. I had the first two, The Naturals and Killer Instinct. I think there's 4 books in this series. I don't know if it's 4 or 5. I don't know. There's a few, but I got the first two just because I feel like I'm going to enjoy it and I'm going to want to go into the second one. I don't know, but I like the covers of these. these. They're really interesting. What I've gotten from what Larry has described this as is like YA Criminal Minds mixed with like a little bit of romancy. But I love anything like YA mystery type things. I love Criminal Minds. I love a good mixture of all these things. I love YA writing. Sometimes you just need like a fast-paced YA book. So I'm excited about this. She has raved about it. I'm excited about this, and I got the first two. I don't know exactly what they're about. I just know that that's like the basis of it. I don't know like any details. Anyway, I got these two. I want to read these ones soon. I feel like I'm gonna like enjoy these. Next was actually influenced by just like all of the book community, which is Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. And I know I'm like the last person I feel like to read this. I feel like everyone has read this and has thoroughly enjoyed it and has raved about it. And honestly, I don't absolutely love literary fiction books. Like they're just not my favorite. I feel like it takes me a while to get through them. I don't know. There's something about them that's just not my favorite. Like I need a little more something in them. But I've heard nothing but good things about this book. I actually got the paperback from Amazon. I thought it was just in a hardcover, but there is a paperback on Amazon. All I know is about this two people in like the span of their lives and like creating a video game together. They went to school together, something like that. I don't know, but I've heard great things about it. So I think I need to read this just to see what the hype is about, just to understand what people are saying about this book. Cause I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna like, cause I don't love literary fiction, but I just feel like I need to try it. Again, because everyone else has. I feel like once people are like loving a book, I need to just get it and eventually read it. I feel like I'm very last to read this, but nonetheless, I would like to read it. Okay, and then I got this book, which I actually saw at Barnes & Noble, and I read the back of it, and I haven't seen it anywhere, but it was on a table by itself, and I was very intrigued after I read the summary of it. I don't know if it's YA. I think it's YA. Could not be. It's giving YA, so I don't know. But it's a fantasy book, and it's called The Book Eaters by Sunyi Dean. But this is so interesting because it literally is about these people who live in this world where books are basically food, and whatever story you consume, you kind of like retain all of it. Like after eating that book, like you retain everything from that story. Doesn't that sound kind of interesting? It says, to them, spy novels are a peppery snack, romance novels are sweet and delicious, eating a map can help them remember destinations, and children, when they misbehave, are forced to eat dry, musty pages from dictionaries. And it says that Devin learns when her son is born with a rare and darker kind of hunger, not for books, but for human minds. I don't know. It sounds interesting to me. Like I just read the first few lines and it was like they eat books and whatever they eat, they retain from that book. It says that romances are sweet and delicious. Like, yeah, they are. I don't know. I'm excited about this one. I hope it lives up to the expectations in my head because I just think the summary and the concept of this book is very interesting. I think it's just a standalone little book. I think it's YA, but I could be making that up. I don't know. But I'm excited. Let me know if you've read this book because I haven't seen it anywhere. I saw it on the table and the cover is really cool. And I read the summary now, which is very intrigued by it. And maybe I'll read this soon because I really want to understand and read that story. It sounds so intriguing. Okay, and then I got the original physical copy of Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Now I have the Outgrade one if you watch my wrap up from June, but I think I needed I didn't need it. I mean, I kind of did. I love this book so much that I feel like I keep using the word need, but genuinely I did need this. This is the original copy of it, and I didn't have this because I read it on my Kindle. It's Kindle Unlimited. So this is basically a story about two journalists who are kind of rivals in their field, and they're kind of competing for a new position in the place where they work. But Iris's brother goes off to war, and she's sending him letters, but he's not responding. And then one day she gets a letter back, and it's from Roman, but she doesn't know it's from Roman, but Roman knows it's her, and they're sending letters back and forth to each other. And it's just the letters, the writing is beautiful, everything about this I just absolutely loved. It takes a turn. It was so fun, and I needed the original copy. I just needed it. So yeah, I got that. Okay, and then I got Supernova by Marissa Meyer. This is the last book in the trilogy of the Renegade series. And I want to get this because I have this thing with the series where if I don't have the next book and I'm not like, it's not on my radar, like I probably won't read it for a while. So I have the second one and the third one. I only read the first one. So I feel like after I read the second one, I'll be more inclined to continue and finish the series if I have the last one. I don't know if that makes sense to anyone else, but in my head, if this is on my shelf, I'll probably read it. I don't know, but I got this one. It's basically about these forces of like superheroes and like these people that have superhero abilities kind of going against each other for different reasons. I don't really know how to explain it, but it's really interesting. I like loved the superhero-ness of it, and I don't usually love that. It's a dystopian trilogy, and loved the characters. There's a little hint of romance in it. There's lots of like hidden abilities. It's really fun. I want to read the second one soon. I don't know when, but I got the third one. Okay, this one I got because again, all over BookTube I have seen all of my favorite creators get this book, and I want to read it and I want to understand what it's about because this cover is very interesting. But this is The Grace Year by Kim Liggett. But this is basically about these girls who are like banished for their 16th birthday or something, and they spend like this year doing whatever, but you go along with them throughout that year, them doing something. I don't know, very vague description, but I've seen this many places. Honestly, I kind of love the pink of this cover, but I think it's dystopian and I think it's YA, and I'm very interested. And it says a speculative YA thriller in vein of The Hunger Games and The Power. So it's giving thriller / dystopian, which sounds interesting and fun. I do love me a dystopian book, so I'm excited to get to this because I've seen this like everywhere. I've seen this cover everywhere and people are talking about it. So I need to get on board. I need to read it. These next two were actually sent to me by two besties, and I have no idea how you guys found my wish list because I do not have it up anymore and there's like no books on it anymore, but I don't know how you did it, but thank you guys so much for sending this to me. This is I'll Always Be With You by Monica Murphy. I'm pretty sure this is part of the Lancaster Prep series, which I think I have at this point now all of the books from it. I just need to get to them. But Lancaster Prep series is about different characters. They're all companion novels within the Lancaster Prep kind of like boarding prep school world and all of their stories, but I feel like her romances are more, they are taking like the younger ages, like 18-ish. I think that's how old they usually are. I don't know, I could have made that up. But like there's a bully romance, there's like an enemies type, I don't know. Her romances are definitely different from any of the other ones I have read so far. So I want to finish the Lancaster Prep series one day this year. Never hold me to anything I say about when I'm going to read a book, but I do want to read the rest of the Lancaster Prep series. Her covers are always so cute too. So thank you, Nell, for sending me this book. You are such a queen. And then the last time we met, I think this is a second chance. It says, One Promise, 2 Decades, Can They Still Keep Their Word? By Emily Houghton. So this one I got from Delaney. So thank you, Delaney, for sending me this. It says at 13, best friends Eleanor and Finn are inseparable, and they have a pact that they always live near each other, and if they're both single at age 35, they'll get married. And then 2 decades later, they haven't spoken in 15 years. I love me a second chance. I do love me a second chance. So I'm excited about this. That's all I have to say. So thank you, Delaney. Okay, and then the last four actually got sent to me by a publisher, but these were like choices from 4 people that like work within this little field. So these were their choices to send over, which I thought was very interesting and very cute. From them, I got Mrs. Nash's Ashes by Sarah Adler. I think this is a little romance. It says 2 love stories, 2 decades apart, 1 chance to prove love is worth the ride. This looks like it would be a good beach read because look, the cover is on a beach. Much Ado About Nada by Uzma. Don't want to butcher her name, but this is this one. It says a sparkling second chance romance inspired by Jane Austen's Persuasion. So if you like a good Jane Austen retelling, here you go. And then I got The Summer Feeling by Bridget Morrissey, which this one says, when a divorced woman attends a sleepaway camp for adults only, she reconnects with a man from her past, only to fall head over heels for her sister instead. This also gives summer vibes because look, they're on a lake on a little dock. The cover is cute. Got that one. And then I got Business or Pleasure by Rachel Lynn Solomon. This is the same author, it says, as The X Talk, which I've seen that cover in that book around a lot. I have not read that book, but this says it's a ghostwriter and a struggling actor help each other on the page and in the bedroom in the steamy romantic comedy. I love when there's always like a book about a writer or people in this little field or like that love books. I just love that in books. And then the last one I got that I actually already started is The Atlas 6 by Olivia Blake. This one is a little modern day fantasy. These 6 people that have like magical powers, but they're kind of like competing, I guess, to get accepted into this little place. I don't really know exactly, and you would think I do because I'm pretty not far into it. I'm like 150 pages in, but I should know exactly what's going on, but I don't. I really don't. I will say I love her writing. I really wanted to read another one of her books, so I'm happy that I have this. I have another one of hers on my TBR this month, which is very interesting, but her writing is beautiful and I'm very intrigued by this story, even if I don't know exactly what's going on. So that is the last book that I got for this video. Let me know if you've read any of these books. Let me know your opinions on any of these books. These are going to be like on my radar, I feel like, more in the near future just because I just got them, and whenever I get new books I feel so bad for the books that are already on my shelves because they get pushed back even further. But like I said, I kind of want to do this little series where I just reading vlog me picking out random books from my shelves, whether they've been on there for a very long time, whether they're new, and just kind of like reading them together. Nothing very specific, just like a mood reading vlog, like a little realistic, let's read together. I don't know, let me know if you'd want to see that because I just made that up and I don't know if you would want to see that. So let me know. But yeah, at this point I think I am on a mini book buying ban. I am joining in with Destiny on this because I don't need any more books. I've told myself after this little haul, I'm not going to buy any more books unless it's part of a series that I want to finish. I can go out and finish up that series and buy that, but unless I'm like dying for the book and like I need the book that I'm thinking of buying, I'm not buying anything else. If I don't need the book, if it's not on my radar and I don't want to read it right now, I just don't need it. So there's that. Thank you guys so much for watching my haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. I had so much fun because I got all these books and they were piling up and I was like, I need to show you guys. So I decided to just make it into a haul. Again, you guys can use my code SarahCurly20 for 20% off Ana Luisa. Literally best jewelry ever. I'm not even kidding. I'm obsessed. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you did. And I will see you hopefully in the next one. Bye.